Before I start the video, I just want to make a quick announcement that has absolutely nothing to do with the contents of the main video at all. YouTube finally sent me my silver play button! The unboxing of it is on my vlog channel. I just knew dropping out of community college to do YouTube was a smart choice. Wait, I didn't tell you guys about that yet? Well, maybe I'll tell you guys about it later. For now, let's just get back to the video about the phones from the gas station or something, I don't know. Remember in the last episode where I said I wasn't doing this series as often because most of the phones actually from grocery stores aren't that interesting or unique? Well, as you can see from the last episode's upload date, the same reasoning holds true. And right now, I'm about to make a shocking announcement about the future of this series. It's coming to an end. Hell no! It'll come to an end when I stop loving views, money, and mid-roll ads. What I meant to say was, some of the phones that will be featured in future episodes will not actually be from grocery stores. I know I named this series Board Smashing Grocery Store Phones, but now that name will only be in reference to its origins. The format of how I unbox, review, test, and destroy the phones will still be the same. I want to focus this series on looking at and destroying phones that are either interesting or unique, no matter where they come from. Speaking of unique phones, I just ordered today's grocery store phone from Amazon. It should be coming any minute now. Wait, did you hear that? That was the distinct sound of a delivery from USPS. Let's go get it. There it is! Now let's start this episode of Board Smashing Grocery Store Phones. This is the Posh Micro X S240. It came out over 2 years ago, yet it still claims to be the smallest smartphone in the world. I don't know if it's true because I just didn't feel like comparing specs of tiny smartphones. I just went for the cheapest tiny smartphone, which was this. Cause you guys all know how much I love that video earnings to cost ratio, and I even got the ugliest color because it was the cheapest. Anyway, taking a look at the specs on the back, you can see that it is very well outdated. I mean, look at that tiny storage and RAM. Terrible camera that rivals the f***ing 3DS. And Android 4.4? I'm sorry, but the Kit Kat has expired. And this thing cost me $50 when I had other grocery store phones in the past that had better specs and were way cheaper. So your money is just really going for the tiny size. Now let's just unbox it now without making a mess. Carefully, carefully. Come on, King. Be gentle now. Oh no, the battery! God damn it. What? Gotta find some use for this YouTube box. Battery's probably low. Let's plug her in. And I broke my last power bank, so we're just gonna use a Nintendo Switch. So tiny. I don't have a SIM card. Hopefully it'll let me skip this part. Betcha you didn't know you could do that with a Nintendo Switch, huh? Hey, at least it let us skip the SIM card setup. That's a positive for this phone. I love how the screen's so tiny that everything has to scroll so you can read it. Let's try to connect this to my Wi-Fi. Oh, no, oh, no, no, no. Oh, well, there's the first look at that really tiny keyboard. Wrong one. Honestly, didn't have that much of a hard time typing it in. And we got Wi-Fi. I love how they couldn't fit the exclamation point at the end of welcome. Very clean OS. Well, that browser icon looks familiar. Also, I'm pretty sure that's the same cloud. Looks like it's a basic Android operating system with its own custom skin. Phone. I just noticed that it has some really tiny and dimly lit buttons. They light up, but you can't really tell unless you're in complete darkness. Ah, it has a feature for concerned parents. A pedometer. Oh no, there's 8 pedos nearby! I see that it doesn't have all the Google apps I usually get when I use grocery store phones. Where is YouTube? I gotta download it. And sign in with my Google account. Great. This is the phone that needs a stylus, not the Note 8. I'm trying to hit the delete! Oh, wow, it updated. Maybe that's why it crashed, so it could update. Oh, no. Okay, it's right there. Install. Alright, let's give that a few minutes. Huh. Let's try it again. I don't know why, but when you try to tap something in the corner, it almost doesn't register. Search, 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 search. Here, it works just fine, but not here. Finish installing. Open. Oh. It fell asleep before it can finish loading. Look at that YouTube logo on this phone. I love how you cannot read the video title at all. Won't auto-rotate. Not a bad viewing experience if you're trying to hide your phone in class. Like that. It can only go up to 480p. Nice. What happens if I turn it up to that? Yep, it lags if you pump it up to 480p. And by lag, it can't even play. Okay. Video viewing experience, horrible. Ooh, voice search. Who is PlainRock124?
The 18-year-old YouTuber who makes videos, most of which involve smashing a product.
Google actually got it right this time. I made it! It has a whopping 2.5 gigabytes. Keep that in mind when you're taking photos or video. Speaking of which, 3, 2, 1. Let's try the front camera. The box said it was VGA, same as the 3DS. And we're gonna compare it to the 3DS. Now, let's see how the video is. Hey guys, right now I'm taking a video with the supposedly world's smallest smartphone. Just look at my new setup. I really made it. Smartphone. The speaker is actually not that bad. It's louder than the speaker on my camera. Alright, that's gonna be it for the first impressions. It's not that bad. Just don't use it while driving. Or else you're just gonna be like, L, oh, carefully now, L, send, ah! That's a sound of a car accident, if you didn't know. This is actually the first grocery store phone that came with earphones. Let's see how they sound. This phone is small, but it still has enough space for a headphone jack. Funny joke against Apple. Alright, let's see how it sounds. Well, those earphones sound like garbage. To finish off the first impressions, I want to play some games. Let's test some very topical and relevant games such as Club Penguin Island and Pokemon Go. I just love using this keyboard to try to sign up for this. I guess that's the gameplay of Pokemon Go. Okay, that's enough gameplay. When I was trying to sign up for all those games and having to put in like passwords and emails, typing on that keyboard made me just really angry. It was the most angry I ever got at a grocery store phone. Don't buy it. That is the only benefit. Alright, let's get to the more fun part of board smashing grocery store phones. Alright, first durability test will be the scratch test. First, the back. Flipped over. Let's keep on going. So far it's not doing so hot. Now let's go back home with it screen down. Yeah, thanks for choosing to turn here. Almost got ran over. Again, my neighbors love me. Alright, taking a look at it after the scratch test, you can see that it didn't fare very well. It still works, but it's very scratched, even the screen. I wonder what would happen if I tried this. Alright, moving on with the drop test. Tape the battery in for the drop test so it will save the recording. Alright, the drop test. First, backside. 3, 2, 1. Still works. Next, the side drop. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, little jumpy there. If you can see that, there are 2 small cracks in the screen. Oh, not looking good so far. And lastly, the face down drop test. 3, 2, 1. I don't think that was a perfect drop. Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. That's more like it. Let's see the results. Oh no! It still works, but as you can see, the screen is all cracked. Alright, so for the ludicrous drop test, I'm gonna do something really stupid. I have seen several videos where they try to drop test a phone by tying it to a drone, flying it up as high as they can, and just shake the drone until the thing falls off from a really tall height. And I'm gonna try that. So yeah, as you can see here, I have the DJI Spark, a very tiny drone. Usually the people who do those types of videos have a really large drone, so yeah, this is gonna be an interesting experiment. I removed the back cover and the phone's battery because I want this phone to be light as possible so the drone can still fly. Phone doesn't seem that heavy and it looks like it's holding up. So let's see if I can get this to a really tall height, just like rock the drone back and forth and have this tape unstick. Hopefully I don't crash. And don't worry, I'll do it in an area where there's not much people. Alright, so first I'm gonna test the drone in a grassy field, so if it can't fly with this and it just crashes, then there won't be that much damage. You can do this, Lakitu. I believe in you. Alright, I'm gonna do a takeoff. There it is! Oh, no, phone should stop swinging around so much. Oh, it's going away, I'm just gonna land it. Well, it landed in some bushes. Let me try to modify the position of this phone. This time I have the screen face down with some tape rolled up like that. Maybe that will be weaker so it can fall. Attempt number 2. Okay, so the maximum height it could go is to like about 150 feet because I only have the phone. Let's just bring it down. Oh, it's falling. It fell at about 70 feet. It hit this plastic box that says electric warning do not open. That's what that thunk was. Here it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, as you can see, it's more shattered now. Also, this really wasn't worth it. It was mostly a waste of time and tape. Alright, let's see if it works after it fell 70 feet on a plastic thing. The battery right here. Will it work? Oh. Yep, that's a beautiful startup noise. Well, now the phone is just a white screen, I can still swipe to unlock. And the speaker, you can tell, is kind of busted. It failed. Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 of board smashing grocery store phones. The phone is pretty much completely useless right now, but still good enough to do a water test. Usually I would put the phone in this soy sauce bucket and fill it up with water until the phone dies, but that's not a realistic water test. So let's test the phone in certain situations that involve water to see if it can survive them. Say that you accidentally bring your phone into the shower. Oh no! Oh no! It still works! Say that you're enjoying a nice, ice cold, refreshing, sponsored by Dasani when you accidentally... Oh no! Still works. Say that you want to turn on the hose and... Oh no! Still works. Say that you wanted to get a nice cup of water. Oh no! Still works. Say that you were washing the dishes and... Wait. Oh no! Still slightly works. Say that you're bored and just want to throw it in a bucket full of water. It still kind of works. Now we're just gonna take the battery out and see if it can survive a blend. Maybe a few more seconds. So I was gonna do a scene where I just wail on the phone with a baseball bat, but the blender did too good a job. I mean, I could try it. Yeah, it's just not the same. So I guess I have to cut this episode kinda short. Yeah, hope you guys understand. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Board Smashing Grocery Store Phones. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time where I see if a certain phone has any windows of opportunity. Bye. Oh. I'm gonna be doing a Windows Phone next time, if you didn't understand the joke.